Hey, how you guys doing? Welcome back to JB Little TV. Man, as you guys know, it is May, which means it's mental health awareness, and I felt like it was appropriate for me to post this video to my main channel because I have a much bigger following on JB Little TV, and I know a lot of people come to my channel to hear my reaction videos because they're going through mental health issues. So they come to my videos. A lot of people tell me, man, your reaction videos, your videos period, has been helping me during these challenging times. And whenever I hear that, man, I get chills, man, because I'm like, man, I'm battling really hard right now. I'm battling every day with my mental health. I will have days where I'm just so socially withdrawn. I will be depressed for a long period of time, but my anxiety is probably the biggest battle, but it's still part of mental health. So I felt like I needed to show you guys this video. So I hope you guys enjoy it, and I hope this video helps others, because talking about your problems, I'm telling you, it helps. It helps. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. One thing I noticed, which I noticed in myself, was that the happiest people are usually the ones that's going through the most, or the most damage. And I noticed that because how, depressed and suicidal I felt, but I was still willing to make everybody else laugh and smile, and no one know what I was going through. And it just hit me like, wow, I would be sitting there face to face talking to people, but in the inside, I wanted to crumble. I wanted to absolute crumble. I was crying in the inside, dying in the inside, but still managed to make people around me laugh and people around me smile. Meanwhile, what I'm thinking in the inside is I'm tucked in fetal position, kicking and screaming and crying out for help. And nobody noticed. And man, it's so funny to me because I just had a personal talk with my uncle who's who's a Marine. And he was telling me, like, man, even as a kid, James, even as a kid, you were always goofy, always funny. I need you to tell me something, and I need you to be real. And this is him speaking to me as an adult. I'm an adult now. And he said, what happened to you in your childhood? What are you going through? You're going through something. I can see it in your eyes now. And I sat there and I told him about everything I went through as a kid, as a child, and how all of this stuff was just weighing on me since I was a kid. And he just broke down crying because it's things that I didn't even tell you guys yet. So when you guys hear stories about what I've been through, molestation and different things like that, that's not even half of it. I don't want to put all of myself out there, but I'm willing to, it's like I'll put it out there eventually, but sometimes it's just hard for me. But I was just sitting there telling him all this, and he's just breaking down crying. And he was like, I understand now. And I told him, I don't want anybody else to experience what I went through. I don't want nobody walking around depressed like I am, or suicidal like I am. So if I can make each person around me laugh, or smile, that's what I'm gonna do. But it just made me, it made me think about, what's the guy name? He's a comedian. Man, he's like one of my favorite actors, Robin Williams. How he was so funny, so goofy, and then for him to hang himself because he was going through depression, it messed me up because I'm like, wow, that's how I'm feeling. And it's like you never know. So like when these people are committing suicide, these people who you see happy-go-lucky, when they're committing suicide, people are so shocked. And it's because people like me, we don't like to show what we're going through. Our coping is laughing, being a jokester, and just acting like we don't take life serious, but deep down, we're crying out for help. And if I can tell any of you guys something, do not, it doesn't matter what age you are. It doesn't matter what age you are. Depression has no age limit. Suicidal thoughts has no age limit. Whatever the case may be, it has no age limit. So it doesn't matter how old you are. If you're going through something, man, seek help. Seek help. It is not good to go through things alone. But man, I just woke up with this feeling on my mind because I was, just like I said, I was with my uncle, and I was still being that jokester James that I am, and making people laugh. And he finally just pulled me to the side because in my eyes he could see that I was like crumbling, but still trying to hold it together. Nobody else can really notice that. And man, I encourage people to speak out before it's too late, man. Because my cousin, he just had a best friend who he did not expect to take his own life, took his own life. He had 3 kids, 26 years old, in the military. And he took his own life. And he was known as a jokester and a funny guy. And for him to take his own life, it messed my cousin up. And he talked to me about it like, James, don't hold that in. He was afraid for me. And man, I was like, wow, man, you're right. I can no longer like hold this in, man. I gotta go seek help because this is not cool. So man, it just made me think like the happiest people, or what it may seem like, are the most damaged. That's crazy to me, man. That's crazy to me. It can be people who are just mean and angry for nothing, but has been through nothing. You can and I'm not saying that to discredit anybody because I don't know, but I take for example somebody that I know who's just always angry and bitter, and I asked him like, what's going on? Like, why are you always so like angry? Why are you always so angry? And his response to me was, because I'm getting older. I'm getting older. Life is boring. I don't have a family. All things like, man, I was asking, have you been through anything as a child? Like, are you going through what's really like making you so mad and angry? And that was his response. He said, I ain't been through no tragedy. Ain't nothing ever happened to me growing up, nothing. I'm just angry. And man, I sat there and I talked to him for hours, and when we came out of that room, and he was like, man, you know what, I feel bad, for being this angry person when there's people who've been through things. And I said, don't feel bad, man. Man, we all go through that, man. We all go through that. Just anger because our life is not going the way we want it to go. And that's not to discredit anybody, because anybody can be going through anything, no matter if it's big or small. But man, it just made me think, man. And I don't know, I just had to get that off my chest. So, yeah.